Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research. Try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another review or introduction or something like that in that vein. And this is the House of Jacques Bogart. House of Jacques Bogart and Toiletterian are, in my opinion, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, are the two the best value for money perfume houses or perfume brands from France, from Paris. They have a very extensive lineup in their portfolio, both Toiletterian and Jacques Bogart, probably about 20 each. And I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and this one, for some reason, it went out under the radar. I had it for a very long time, probably around more than 2-3 years now, but never had the time to review it. So this one is Jacques Bogart from the one-man show line. The one-man show line right now has around 7 perfumes in it, or 7 fragrances, in terms of the original plus the flankers. And this is the flanker, came out in 2018 and is called the Jacques Bogart one-man show edition, and this is the Emerald. It's edited at Toilette, 100 ml. In United Kingdom you can find it under £30. In other parts of the world you have to do your research and see how much, if it's available, and how much it goes for. So first thing first, the performance on this bad boy, as I said, this is around 2 to 3 years old bottle. Okay, so today's bottle, I don't know, it could be more, it could be less. In terms of performance on my skin is excellent. It goes easily over 10 hours. On t-shirt it goes easily over 12 hours. So for Eau de Toilette is excellent in terms of performance. I don't dare to go more than 3 sprays of this, because again it's very dense, it's very strong, it's very it's relentless, and is in your face. If you want to choke yourself and others, probably up to 5 sprays of it if you want people to smell you from the other side of the room. In terms of projection, you get 2 arm length of projection for around 3 to 4 hours, and then slowly will subside. But you always have a big bubble, big cloud, and a big trail behind you. In terms of who's it for, this is definitely mature. So I would say 30 years and older to be on the safe side. This is one of those polarizing fragrances. Either you love it or you hate it. There's no in between. And that it comes down to generational gap, generational differences. Okay, so if you're an older gentleman like me, I'm a middle-aged man, probably most likely you'll love this, because it reminds you of some of the 60s, 70s and 80s perfumery. So it's very reminiscent of that era. It's very classic, it's very classy. And also it is a little bit on the barbershop, a little bit on the super masculine side of fragrances. And it's green and it's fougere. Okay, so for that, definitely 30 years and older. In terms of occasion, this is a Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, evening, daytime, formal, informal, casual, special, anything you want, really. Very versatile. In terms of season, although it's the green color suggests fresh, and yes, to some extent it's got some freshness to it, but for me it works better in autumn, spring and winter. In summer, maybe just one spray on your chest and that's it, just to smell it yourself. But it could be a little bit cloying, okay, unless it's a cool summer or evening summer. In terms of the Sex, this is definitely masculine. This is not only is masculine, it's uber masculine. But in a funny way, if you're a lady and you like this kind of fragrances, you can easily wear it. The only thing is, I don't know if there is a lady out there to dare to wear something like this. So this one is, as I said, it came out 2018 and is a 6th or 5th flanker from the One Man Show edition. And when it opens up, it is a little bit on the unrefined, a little bit on the harsh, a little bit on this piercing side. Okay, so the first 5 to 10 minutes, a little bit on the piercing, a little bit on the harsh side. So you have to bear that in mind, and that's why when you put it on the skin, don't go straight to your nose, because you will basically destroy your nostrils. You have to let it to settle down, and you need to put just a little bit of it, ample enough to smell it. Okay, not too much, because it's one of those fragrances, if you put too much, you immediately will put off. So let me read you the ingredients and we take it from there. So we have LME, we have basil and violet on top, we have cedar, nutmeg, tonka bean in the mid, and we have leather, labdanum and patchouli. So what it doesn't, there are a few things it doesn't mention in here which I get. So let me just show you the sprayer. The sprayer is quite good, it goes, but it's a good thing it doesn't put out too much, because you don't want that. Okay, wow, so it immediately just fill the room. Okay, it's very, very strong, and it's bold and it's big and it's massive, and it's your face all the time. So I don't need even to put my nose in here, I can smell it very strongly. So first thing it hits is the citruses, and the citruses in here, instead of being fresh and happy and bright, they are quite dark. The reason is because there are so many big players in here that underneath or behind the citrus, that the citrus get lost. So you get a little bit of citrusy feel in the beginning, but they don't last and they don't show that much. But if you know what you're looking for, you can find it. And mainly is lemon, bergamot, and maybe a little bit of lime as well. So it's just a little bit citrusy, a little bit bright, but not too bright. Overall, as the color suggests, this is a dark green fragrance, and it is. It's like a forest, it's like a jungle, it's like a farm. It's got a little bit of animalicness to it, which is come from cumin, which is again is not mentioned in here. I think it's a combination of cumin and leather here, giving it a little bit of animalicness. Overall, it's not too animalic, it's not barnyard, but it's like you're smelling a farm from a distance. Maybe they have horses, maybe they have sheep, maybe they have pigs and things like that, but it's from a distance, it's not in your face. So a little bit of animalicness overall in the base, but again, it's not too overpowering. And the main show, as he says, one man show, the main player in this beautiful fragrance, when I say beautiful, it's for me, okay, it is, if I want to just summarize it, green and more green, leafy, earthy, spicy, herbal, and the herbs are in here is like a kitchen herbs. Okay, so basil, is rosemary, I can smell cumin, so it's giving it that very, very big herbal and spicy feel. So the herbs and the spices are by far the biggest. The nutmeg plus that little bit of cumin, giving it a little bit of that, you know, warm spicy feel to it. Basil and the cedar, patchouli here, that greenness. But overall, I smell something like a vetiver in the base as well. So it's not mentioned again. I smell vetiver. The vetiver in the base, giving it that green, grassy, leafy feel as well. The leather is quite soft. It's more like suede than leather. It's quite soft. It's quite. It's not dark. It's a medium leather. It's not too bright and it's not too dark, but it's mainly in the background and you feel it, but you don't feel it too much. You don't feel it in your face. The labdanum here giving it a little bit of that resin plus a little bit of that floral feel, and also it is a little bit on the smoky side. Smokiness again is not the biggest player, but you feel it from time to time. Tonka bean and cedar, yeah, cedar is in the base, and the cedar here a little bit on the smoky side as well. It's not a clean cedar. And the tonka bean giving it overall a little bit of nutty and earthy and creamy feel in the base. When I say creamy, not in the beginning, in the dry down. So the dry down is, when it settles, is quite nice and rounded. But overall, this is a little bit on the rough side of things. And if you like rough fragrances, if you don't like smooth fragrances, if you don't like subdued fragrances, if you don't like fragrances that are understated, this is for you. This is not understated whatsoever. This is in your face, loud, this is mad, and this is very, very in your face and relentless as well. So overall, it is very other thing is very big after the spices and the herbs is the aromaticness, which is mainly come from violet, but there is a lavender in here which I distinctly smell, but it's not mentioned. So it's a combination of lavender and violet giving it that beautiful aromaticness, and the aromaticness in here is a little bit on the medicinal side. So it's not a fresh, it's not a clean aromatic, it's quite medicinal. So you get the picture. It's spicy, it's herbal, it's green, it's leafy, it's earthy, is very lush, is very outdoorsy, is like a farm in a distance, and is like a woods and a jungle in and this jungle is very lush and is very green. Okay, so green and more green. Highly recommend it. The only thing is this is not for everybody. Again, that's the warning, because people see a green bottle, think, oh, this is fresh, and they go and buy it, and suddenly they get the shock of their life. So what is this? There are some similarities between this and other fragrances, which I'm going to mention just to put you in the right direction, right mental picture, but it's not 100%, okay? So the first thing it reminds me of is this beautiful fragrance, which is I adore. I give it 10 out of 10, and this is this is Jaguar for Men, the green bottle. This one and this one are very similar to each other. The only thing is this one is a little bit spicier. This one is better blended, in my opinion, and also this one is more floral in it. This one lacks some florals. This is more florals. So that's the only difference. But overall, they are in the same category, same genre of perfumery, and you get the picture. The other thing, I would say around 60-70% similarity between these two. The other one, which is very similar to, is Polo Green. So Ralph Lauren Polo Green, and this is very similar to it. I would say around 90% similarity to Polo Green by Ralph Lauren. The only thing is I prefer this one to Polo Green. Polo Green for me, for some reason, even though I like the smell of it, I can't wear it. It's just something about it that it puts me off. But this one lacks that something in there. So very similar to Polo Green by Ralph Lauren. It's about 90% similarity, but this one, for me at least, is a little bit more wearable. The other one, which is very similar to, is Van Cleef and Arpels Czar, and that one has been discontinued many years ago. I used to have a bottle of it many years ago, and I loved it. Unfortunately, it's been discontinued. You can't find it. If you find it, it's very good, very expensive. It's like £150 plus, because people, you know, they chase that one. And this one is very similar to it. Again, it's around 90% similarity to that one. So when you smell it, it immediately would take you to Czar. But obviously Czar by Van Cleef and Arpels was better blended, smoother, and a little bit, you know, better quality. But here is a little bit on the rough on the edges. So again, 90% similar to Ralph Lauren Polo Green, 90% similar to Czar by Van Cleef and Arpels, and about 70 to 80% similar to this Jaguar for Men, the green bottle. So you get the picture where it's going. So this is that kind of fragrance, that kind of perfume. For me, this is a beauty in a bottle if you know how to control the trigger. Don't go too crazy first. try it to see if you can get along with it. Okay, just maybe half a spray on your wrist and see how it goes, and then from there just take your time and see how much you can handle it. Maybe 1 spray, 2 spray, 3 spray, and things like that. But overall, this is very strong, and you don't need more than 2-3 sprays of it. As I said, if you want to go outside and people smell you from the whole street, maybe 5 sprays of it. It's so strong, and it's just projecting madly, and it's always there. So overall, beautiful fragrance for the people who know what they're after. If you like classical fragrances, if you like them very, very masculine, if you like them green and outdoorsy, if you like them like smell a farm from a distance, if you like green, spicy, herbal, very, very aromatic, earthy, little bit of leathery, and overall, yes, 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 in my book, this is one of the best perfume for bang for the buck. For under £30, this is a bargain. So spices, aromaticness, woody. Yes, the woods in the base again is a mainly supportive role, but you can, when it goes to dry down, you feel the woods more and more. The leather, again, similar story. The leather is quite soft in the background, but you smell it in the dry down a little bit more. It's about balsamicness overall to it, but again, it's not a big player. But if you know what you're looking for, you can feel it. There's a tiny bit of powderiness to it, and it's very aromatic and very green overall. So this is the picture of this fragrance. For the money, I don't think you can beat it if you like this kind of fragrances. So this is again very polarizing. Either you love it or you hate it. So you need to know what camp you are in. If you are a camp that's same as me, if you are a middle-aged man, if you like classical fragrances, if you like green fragrances, then I think you should try this definitely. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They are definitely hidden gems and very good value for money, and they smell very good. If you like to purchase one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. They are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money, very mysterious, very unique, very artistic. They are like time capsule. They take you to different times, different places. But you need to live in the United Kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave them in the link as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye, bye, bye.